Well, good evening, everyone. This is Carrie. I am from Texas, and I have a small but growing community, and some of my community members asked me to do a live. So here I am. I am doing a live video on this Friday of Father's Day. Thank goodness it's Friday, and it is definitely 5 o'clock somewhere, because it is 5 o'clock here, and the week is done. I couldn't be more pleased to see the week go bye-bye. So, what is my channel all about? Well, it's all about having your best life. I am 62, and our channel is to help anybody live their very best life. But for us mature people, I want to encourage you to continue to live your best life. I am 62. I own 3 businesses. I am very busy. I don't have enough downtime, for sure. But I wouldn't have it any other way. And so I do get ready with yous every morning, and my wonderful community a couple of times has asked me to do a live presentation and talk about the products that I use for my skin. I just turned 62 not a month ago, and I've been extremely blessed to have really good skin all my life. But almost 3 years ago, I had weight loss surgery, and that weight loss surgery completely changed the way this looked. I mean, completely. As you can see, I have lines when I talk here. I have lines up here that are emotion lines, and I have lines here. It's age. There's not a lot you can do to stop it. But I feel like mine was sort of kicked in the ass because I had this weight loss surgery, and I lost all of this weight, over 130 pounds. And a majority of it was right here in this face. And I didn't used to have these lines here until I had my surgery. And that's because one of the quickest places you lose fat in your body is your face, right? I want to take these glasses off, and I want to talk a little bit about an area on your face that we try desperately to cover up with concealer. I mean, we try. We load it on, and we load it on, and we load it on. And then a very smart friend of mine who happens to be a doctor said, why are you trying to cover those lines up? You can cover the discoloration up, but you cannot cover those lines up. And what I'm talking about are these lines that are right here, and they look like an indentation. That's because they are. When you lose fat from your face, you lose fat from under here. You've heard people talk about having fillers, right? Well, what they do is they take fat from other parts of their body and they put it in their face because they're trying to fill out the wrinkles that we get as we age. So if you're trying to cover up these invisible lines that don't have any color to them, I'm not talking about color discolor, I'm not talking about color that shows up that you can see, I'm talking about the line right here under your eyes. You will not be able to get rid of that unless you have a filler put in. Now, you can make it look a little better by concealer, absolutely, go for it, why not? But you're not going to make it go completely away because you are missing fat right there. And when you lose weight, like I did, really, 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 really fast, your body doesn't have enough time to adjust to it. And so for me, what happened is I lost all this fat right in through here. And when I did, I got these wonderful little lines that drive me crazy. Will I do something about it? Maybe. One of the things I do in my spare time is I am a model and I'm an actor, and so I kind of need to have good looking skin, right? Who wants to hire a raggedy old looking person who doesn't take care of themselves? Unless you're playing a specific part, not too very many people do that. So that's kind of the backstory. I have always loved makeup. I have always been fascinated by my mother when she did her makeup. My mother never walked out of the house without being put together. And when I mean put together, from top to toe, hair done, makeup done, clothes done, teeth done, clothes pressed, perfume on, bag, shoes matched. I mean, my mother came from the era of the 50s, and you did not walk out of the house unless you were put together. And she always said to me, it takes you 30 minutes in the morning to get yourself together. Why wouldn't you do that and make yourself feel good about yourself? So why wouldn't we? Of course we would. I do every morning, and I can tell you when I take the 30 minutes every day to put myself together, to do my hair. Right now I've got it in a ponytail because it's stinking hot here in Texas, and I had to go water my plants. Why wouldn't I? I do. I take every day, I take 30 minutes to sit down and record and get ready with me. I have a wonderful small community, and we exchange ideas. We support each other. We encourage each other to be the best version of ourselves that we can possibly be, and to give each other tips and tricks and maybe a constructive criticism here or there. The one thing that I absolutely don't tolerate, however, is non-productive criticism. If you're going to be mean and hateful, then I don't have time for you. There's too much negativity and hatefulness in the world that to be in a small online community where we're trying to encourage each other to live our very best daily life, I'm just not going to put up with people who are negative and who don't have anything constructive to say. It doesn't have to be all flowers and lovey-dovey. It can be constructive criticism, but it can't be negative, degrading, and belittling criticism. There is no room for that, and I won't put up with it. So, here we are. That's a little story about me. What do I use every day? Big tip. Big tip for everybody. Men, women. Do not ever sleep in your makeup. Now, I know there's times where we all are so exhausted that we get home and we brush our teeth and we just don't feel like taking the time to take our makeup off. It happens. It happens to me too. But I'm telling you, I regret it the next day. I can see the difference in my skin when I do that. So carry with you and have on hand some wipes. Wipes are really, really good. You can do a pretty good job of cleaning up your face in about 2 minutes with a really good set of wipes. You don't have to go through the whole process. Just get it off your eyes, get it out from underneath your eyes, and just don't sleep in your makeup. Try very hard not to do that. I promise you, you will see a difference. And you've got to exfoliate a couple of times a week. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this scraping with these little skinny things that look like knives. I'm just not a fan of that. That's my personal preference, though. I'm old school, obviously. I'm 62. I like to use what we call a loofah sponge. They're little orange sponges, and they kind of look like this. They're kind of round, like not round, but sort of like a triangle, but soft lines, and they're really coarse. And I use those twice a week. And when I use those and I'm finished with my exfoliation, man, do I lather my stuff on, and I let it drink itself into my skin. So let's just talk about it for a second. I use Ivory soap. The only other soap I ever use is a soap that has eucalyptus in it, because I'm an Aussie and we believe in the unbelievable power of eucalyptus. That's it. I've never used anything else on my face. I wash my face with soap and water, and I rinse with as hot a water as I can stand. Rinse it really good, and then I plunge my face into as cold a water as I possibly can, and I rinse it all off. I do that a couple of times, and then I dab the excess moisture off my face. I dab it. I don't come in and wipe it off. I dab it like this with a towel, a soft towel, face cloth. Then I use 3 products that I use pretty much every day, but on those particular days, I put this stuff on and it's like dripping off of me because I want my skin to drink these products in after I exfoliate. You will see a difference, girls and boys, I promise you. So let's talk about these products. I do it twice a week. I also do around my lips. I do, when I exfoliate around my lips, I do use a lip balm of some sort at night to make sure that I don't get any dryness around my lips, because as you're 62, you're going to have dryness. And it's a really good idea at any age, after you exfoliate your lips, to put some sort of lip balm on. It doesn't have to be medicated, but just some sort of moisture barrier after you have exfoliated is really important. Hi, I can see you again. I'm blind as a bat too. All right, I'm 62. What do you expect? And I don't like those people sticking things in your eyes to have those surgeries. No, I don't like that, and I pray that I never have to have that done. All right, the first one that I do when I have finished my exfoliation and I have just touched my skin dry, I am not wiping it really hard, I put on 1.5 pure hyaluronic acid serum. And I put it on so it is really on. There's a lot of it. And I let it kind of sit for a couple of minutes and let my skin absorb this. I also put it down on my neck, so don't forget your neck. Make sure you're exfoliating down on your neck too. So I put this on and I put it on. I lather it on. And I let my skin drink it in until I get to that tacky feeling, right? After that, this baby is a phenomenal product for any age. But for us ladies and gentlemen that are 50 and older, I am telling you, this is worth every penny of this product. I have been using it for about 7 months, and these lines are almost gone. It is worth it. It is so worth it. I use this every single day, twice a day. When I exfoliate, I literally take this and I put a quarter size of this product in both hands, and I put it together like this, and then I rub it all over my face, and I do not rub it in. I just get it on, and I let my skin drink it. I am letting my skin take these products and absorb into my skin after exfoliation. Then during exfoliation and 2 other times during the week, so 4 times a week, I also use this product, and I adore this product. I use this product on my eyes. I use this product on my eyes right in here. I use it up in here, and I put it on my neck. And this is a fantastic product. I love this product. I've been using this for about 2 years, and this is a phenomenal eye cream. Absolutely phenomenal eye cream and neck cream, and it is a very, 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 very competitive price. Hi again. This is number 7, Restore and Renew Face Neck Multi-Action Serum, clinically proven, and it is suitable for sensitive skin. Guys, this one for us mature people is a must around your eyes and on your neck 4 times a week. If you want to do it more than 4 times a week, by all means, it's not going to hurt you. Just rub it in. Now this one, I do when I exfoliate, I do the same thing with this, but I do let it drink itself in. I don't rub it in when I exfoliate. When I use it on other days, yes, I do rub it in, but I never really rub any of these products in really hard, right? You want your skin to absorb these. Your skin needs to drink. You do. We all do. We all have to consume fluids, right? Well, your skin is the biggest organ that you have in your body. It is your line of defense, and you've got to take care of it. And the way that you make it as healthy as it can be is to let it drink, and drink these products in, especially after you're exfoliating. But I want to talk about this baby. I use this product every day, without exception, twice a day. In the morning after I've washed my face, and at night after I've washed my face. And when I tell you my skin has turned around drastically, that's an understatement. since my weight loss surgery, this one product in and of itself has made a tremendous difference in the appearance of my skin. Absolutely. It has made a phenomenal difference in my skin. And I cannot endorse this product enough. I'm going to tell you the backstory on this product and how I was exposed to it. I was on TikTok and I was scrolling along, you know, in the middle of the night one night, and I came across this lady that appeared to be in her 70s or 80s, I thought. But that was an old picture that she had up on her screen. And then all of a sudden, this new picture showed up of this lady that couldn't have been the same person. There's no way it could have been the same person. Absolutely no way it could have been the same person. And I watched her video, and she was talking about this product and how this product had literally shaved 25 years off of her appearance. And I'm thinking to myself, because I'm a skeptic, I don't believe anything unless I try it. And I still don't believe it unless I try it for a while and I actually see results. That is the only time I'm ever going to really endorse a product, is if I try it and I actually see the results. I do not believe in endorsing a product, getting paid for it, and I'm not getting paid for any of these. This is just me responding to my community. I don't believe in influencers are getting paid to endorse a product and giving good reviews when the reviews shouldn't be good. You're either going to keep your principles and be honest with your audience, or you're not. It's that simple. And I don't feel it's right to endorse products unless you've tried them and you see the results for yourself. And then you've got to be honest with you've got to be honest. If it's a lemon is a lemon, you got to say it's a lemon. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. Therein lies the dilemma in accepting money to endorse products as an influencer. But that's a whole nother live that we're not even going to talk about. So I was so astounded by this lady and her TikToks. I watched her for several nights, and she had these pictures that were rolling of before and after, and I thought, there is just no way, Carrie, the skeptical person that I am, there's no way that one product can do that. There's just no way. I didn't believe it. So I decided, well, let me go and say hello. Let me see if I can connect with this lady, because I would really love to pick her brain. By the way, hi everybody if you're joining. I don't multitask real well, and so because I take my glasses on and off and because I am blind as a bat, it is very hard for me to respond and do things on my phone. Once I have some eye corrective things done, I hope that I will be able to do that, but I don't want to disconnect anybody, and I probably will if I try to answer anybody that's here. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you taking your Friday evening to come in and watch this crazy lady talk about stuff she puts on her face, but I so appreciate it. I'm a very busy person, and I know how much time means and how valuable it is, and I am humbled and blessed that I have a community that is willing to give me time every day while I get dressed, and they mean the world to me, and I listen to what they have to say. I've had 3 products that I have changed in my daily routine since I started this, and there is no way I would have done that 2 years ago. I don't make changes like that. And I had great feedback, and I listened. At 60, I was 60 when this happened. It's really hard for somebody at 60 to make any changes or listen to anybody else, to be quite honest, tell you to do something. But I listened, and I now use those products. So that's what my channels and my social media is all about, helping you and me live our very best life to the fullest, so we are wildly successful, so we have it all, whatever your definition of all is, to live it successfully, to encourage each other so we can all be the best version of ourselves, to encourage you to be your biggest supporter, because you are. If you don't love yourself, you expect somebody else to love you? You gotta love yourself. You gotta be encouraging for yourself. I wasn't for a very long time, and you know what changed my attitude? I lost my mother. I depended on my mother too much to be my biggest supporter. And then I lost her unexpectedly, and it rocked my confidence to the core. And she said to me before she passed, do not ever compromise who you are. Chase your goals and your dreams that you haven't fulfilled, because she knew that I wanted something very badly when I was yet much younger, and I let it slip through my hands, and I regretted it, and she knew it my whole life. And she told me in my last 4-hour conversation with her to chase the biggest dreams I can dream and go find all of my happiness. I'm very happy. I have a wonderful marriage. I've been married 33 years. I've got 3 children, 4 grandchildren, a beautiful service dog, 3 companies. I'm very happy. I'm very blessed. But I didn't believe wholeheartedly in myself. And I will never let that happen again. Never. I am my biggest supporter. You are your biggest supporter. Don't ever forget that. Say to yourself, I'm going to do it. And then put your plan in play. With faith, love, dedication, and hard work, you can be anything you want to be. Now more than ever, age is not even on the table. I am a senior model, and I am blown away at the opportunities that I have. More now today than when I was 15, 16 years old. No joke. You can be whatever you want to be at any age. Don't let it stop you. Now, I might, be with a 12-year-old can't be a race car driver. Doesn't mean he can't dream about it though. And you would be stunned how many young children grow up to be exactly what they say they want to be. Be your biggest supporter. I diversed. Sorry, I'm a Gemini. Back to this. So I reached out to this wonderful lady, and we talked a few times, through social media and texting and that sort of thing. And I asked her, I said, do you really feel that this product turned your skin around as much as it really did? I mean, I don't want to insult you, but I just can't get my head around the fact that these pictures are really what they are. So what she did, she sent me, I gave her my cell phone. She said, I'm going to send you some photos, and I'm going to send you photos of before and after. She had been using this product for 3 full years, and it shaved 25 years off of her face. How she looked, and her confidence went through the roof. Well, why wouldn't it? You are as good as you feel. And I'm a very big believer that when you feel good, you look good, and when you look good, you feel good. And when that happens, man, people better get out of my way, because I'm a coming and I'm gonna run you over, because I'm confident. That's not narcissistic. That's being confident in who you are and your appearance, and being able to chase whatever those dreams are that you have. Give yourself that. You should. We work really hard in our lives to be the very best version of ourselves, and reward yourself by feeling your best, looking your best, and saying, today is the day that I'm going to make a difference. And I promise you, if you're struggling, your life will turn around. You are your biggest supporter. So she sent me these photos, and man, I'm telling you, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Now I talk to her all the time, because she gave me a tool that has really helped me after having a major change in my life, weight loss surgery. It was a really difficult year and a half after my surgery. And then I found this. And the difference in my skin is it's just dramatic. So, LifeCell is the name of this product. I get it about every 7 to 8 weeks, depending on how crazy I go after I exfoliate during the week. Um, it's a wonderful product. It's well worth every penny. And if you are 40 or over, I strongly encourage you to look into this. I also encourage you to use a very mild soap. Okay, I use a very mild soap. I use the Old Ivory. I've never used anything else with the exception of occasionally I do use a eucalyptus bar because I believe in the healing qualities of eucalyptus. I have it hanging in my shower because I'm an Australian and we use eucalyptus for everything. No, I don't sound it because I've been in the United States since I was 8. But it is a remarkably powerful tool to have, eucalyptus. Eucalyptus oil, it's good for your hair, it's good for your skin, and check into it. You will not be sorry. So let's recap. Hyaluronic acid, this I get from Walgreens. It is not expensive. I want to say the last time I bought this, I want to say this was like $8 at Walgreens. And this is going to last me about 6 weeks. This one's kind of expensive. I get this at Ulta. This one lasts me about 3 months. It's well worth it though. I would absolutely encourage you. Just be really careful whenever you're doing anything new to your face. Okay, it's really important that you do a test somewhere on your skin, and somewhere close to your face is better. So when you try a new product, you should be testing it down here on your neck or here on your chest area to see if you're allergic to it. Because let me tell you, you would be surprised how many people are actually allergic to things and they don't really realize they are. So do a skin test whenever you start something new. It's better to be safe than sorry. This is $80 at Ulta. And yeah, it's expensive. But I'm going to continue to pay it because it helps me. And my eyes look pretty bloody good from using this, and my neck. So those are the main two areas for that product. This one I go through probably, as I said, every 6 to 7 weeks. This one is $100. There is a membership required on this. You can buy it online, but you can go in and suspend it. So for example, if you don't use as much as you think you're going to use, or you have product and it comes and you really don't need it, then you can call them and say, look, I'm kind of running behind. Can you suspend my membership? And they will. I promise you, they work really well with you. This is $100. It's definitely worth it though, guys. I just cannot speak enough about this product. Wash your face every night. Do not sleep in your makeup. Big, big, big no-no. Wash your face and get into a routine. It's really important. Get into a skincare routine and do it every day. You know, it's like brushing your teeth, especially as we get older and we start to lose collagen production. There is another product that I do use occasionally, and it is a two-step system. It is a plant-based collagen replacement system. There's two parts to it. One is a serum that goes on your face, and I use that maybe twice a week. And the second part of that is a spray that you actually spray in your mouth, and that helps your body reproduce collagen, because as we get older, we start to stop doing things, and one of the things that you've got to have is collagen, and as we get older, you lose the collagen production. So it's really, really important to also think about that as you age. And that's it. That's it. That's all I do. I don't do anything dramatic. I've never had any plastic surgery. I've never had any Botox. I've never had any injections. I've never done any of that. I do a daily get ready with me, and we do all sorts of different looks. I don't do a lot of comparisons. I'm a very routine type person. I just really concentrate on putting myself together, my hair, my makeup, and I coordinate with what I'm wearing. I'm kind of old school, right? I do I do things kind of old school, but they work for me. And by all means, this is not to tell you to go do any of this. I don't believe at all in telling you what to do. You're never going to hear me say, that's the wrong way to do that. You can't do that. You can't put that here. Oh, no, 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 no. You can't put that product there. Oh, no, you should be doing. No, that doesn't work for me. I am not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to encourage you to try something or to try a technique. But look, what works for you, and only you know that. And I am stunned that influencers actually have the audacity to sit here and tell you that you are doing it wrong. How do they know? Are they living in your house? Are they sitting at your table? Of course they're not. So do what works for you and believe in yourself and shoot for the moon. Shoot for the moon. Don't undershoot, overshoot. If you've got goals and dreams, make them as high as you possibly can. And then do everything you can to see it come to fruition. So at the end of your life, you don't have regret. Life's too short. And be grateful. Every day I have a gratitude message because I think it's really important to articulate, because on those days that are really rough, and let me tell you, I have them. I have a chronic disease. I've had three surgeries in 7 months. Life is difficult. Life is hard. Finances are hard. Families are hard. Life is hard. But we're here to help each other so we can have the very best life and live it successfully and have it all. Do you know what your definition of that is? I do. And I'm working damn hard every day to get there. So this is Carrie from down in Texas. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope that my community is pleased with this message. I hope I listened. I promised you I was going to do it, so here we go. Have a wonderful Father's Day weekend for all those dads out there. Congratulations for being a dad. Stay in your kids' lives. You don't realize, or maybe you do, I hope you do, how important it is to be in your kid's life. I have a probation officer. My youngest son is a probation officer. And having a man's influence in our children's lives, it's crucial. Absolutely crucial. So congratulations for being a dad. I hope your Sunday is a blessed day. Remember too, it's vitally important. 2 hours before you go to bed, turn this phone off. You guys your eyes have to rest. So 2 hours before I go to bed, the phone is put on charge, my alarm's turned on, and I don't look at it again because it was disturbing my sleep. And since I started to do that, I am sleeping much better. Your brain has got to decompress. Get off of this, get off of every electronics if you can, at least 4 hours a day on the weekends. And during the work day, you should be taking 4 10-minute breaks a day. So your eyes can rest and so you can get up and get your blood circulating. 4 10-minute breaks, it's very important. And turn this phone off 2 hours before you go to bed. Another big tip, sleep. You got to have 6 to 8 hours of deep, restful sleep a night. If you're not, nothing's going to be right. You're going to have bags, you're going to be exhausted, your ass is going to be dragging on the ground, you're going to be miserable, you're going to be unhappy. You got to sleep. 6 to 8 hours of deep, peaceful sleep. Turn these things off 2 hours before you go to bed, and I promise you'll see a big difference. God bless everybody. Have a fantastic Friday evening. This is Carrie from down in Texas, and I so appreciate you joining me tonight. And I will see you the next time. And don't forget, I promise I'm watching, but I can't read what everybody's name. I can't read what you're telling me. And so if I tried, hi, heart, I see that. If I tried to respond to you, oh, I would make a really big mess. And I don't want to do that. Have a blessed night. Don't forget to tell those people in your life how much they mean to you, because tomorrow is never a guarantee. Never. Be happy to see the sun every day. And I'll see you later. Have a blessed night, everyone. Take care. God bless. Now, if I can turn this off.